I figured this out. I did it. Good morning. My name's Todd. I'm with PSI Pressure Systems out of Baytown, Texas. I want to thank the WJTA for a perfect day today and the opportunity for us all to be here. I can't remember when we've had a better day. I'd also like to thank the staff at PSI, both here, inside, and everybody holding down the fort in Baytown. What we're going to do today is just a brief presentation on exactly how versatile and how safe this hydroblast pump is. We're going to fire this pump up and run to 40K. Then we're going to convert to 20K and fire it up and run it again. And in the interim, while they're doing the conversion, I'll be talking about the pumps and some of our new technology that's coming out. So that was 40K. What Corey and Tanner are going to do now is show you the flexibility and the safety of this pump system. Unlike any other pump in the world, the NX365 here has 3 bores running through the manifold. That's the real technology behind the pump, is the ability to have a 10K and then a 20K and a 40K bore all in one manifold. Unlike all the others that are out there, everybody has a manifold for different pressures. We have one manifold with 3 pressures inside. The other announcements we have today, making this the most flexible pump that we know of in the world, the little pressure cartridges that you see sitting on the fender, we've just released new pressures, all in the same manifold. So what you see there in front of Tanner, wave your hand, Tanner. He's focused. But the manifold stays in place. It never is removed. All you do is have pressure kits, the little cylinders you see on the fender. We have now 4K, 6K, 8K, 10K, 15K, 20K, 35K, and 40K. So to convert this pump in the field, all you need are 3 parts. From 4,000 PSI all the way to 40, anywhere in between. That's all you need. There's no manifold change. The gauge stays in place. The rupture disc assemblies are already permanently mounted. Nothing else has changed. The other great thing about this product is troubleshooting in the field. We wanted to make this pump simple. We all know that the challenges of being in the field with these pumps today is if a pump comes down, it's very difficult to triage this pump, to troubleshoot this pump in the field, and to try to figure out what's wrong with it and try to fix it quickly and efficiently. With this pump, it will tell you exactly what's wrong with it. We have weep holes built into every cylinder, and it will tell you where the problem is coming from, which cylinder, 1, 2, or 3 in this case, and it will very quickly allow you to remove just one nut, just one, and flip up the head like you see here, and remove the one cartridge. So when we ship a pump, you buy 10K, you buy 20K kit, you get 4 cartridges. You buy 3 that go in the pump and 1 spare. Within about 3 minutes in the field, you can identify which cartridge is bad, pull that single piece, put 1 single piece back in, and fire that pump back up into the operating pressure. There's not another pump out there in the world that can do it that quickly and that safely. If you mix pressures, the pump will tell you. If somebody makes a mistake and puts an 8K cartridge in and a 20K cartridge in and a 40K cartridge in, all by mistake, the pump won't run. The pump will just take all that water and displace it out to atmosphere. So there's no way to mix up your cartridges. Some other new technology, and let's talk about technology. My dad always says, you know, the most reliable car ever built, who wants to guess? It's the Model A, right? There's a reason for that. And this pump that you see here is our Model A. There's only one switch on this entire pump, and that's your low water shutdown. Other than that, we've taken all the technology out of this pump, other than the fluid end, to make your life safe and to make your life easy. So with this pump, it's as simple as it gets. However, if you want the latest in technology, we also have our new control system. We build this pump in a 325 horse. We have one inside. We build this pump in a 365 horse, this one right here, and then we have the new technology unit inside. We build this pump in a 465, which is brand new to us this year, and we build this pump in a 600. This is our new control wand. If you want the technology, it is readily available. If you don't want the technology, then you buy the pump behind me. And everybody has their preference. Some people love the technology, some people want it old school, keep it simple. With this wand right here, I can start this pump, I can start the engine, I can engage the hydraulic clutch, I can turn my boost pump on and off, and if I want to winterize this pump remotely. I have a day tank that we put on the pump for winterization, and then I can take my RPM up and down to set my pressure, all wirelessly. It's all encoded, it's safe, intrinsically safe. So the technology is here if you choose to employ it. If not, then we keep it simple. So right now, they're just about done with the conversion. They have removed 3 20K cartridges, or pardon me, 40K cartridges. They've inserted 3 new 20K cartridges, just that fast. They're going to replace the gland nut on the back. It retains the packing in the pump. They're going to tighten that nut, and then we're going to run just briefly at 20K. So the technology exists, for the most part, to keep you safe. There's no way to make this pump displace pressure into the wrong hose. If you have 20K cartridges in the pump, you can only hook up a 20K hose to that pressure. You can't make the mistake of having 20K cartridges in the pump and hook up a 10K hose. The same is for the rupture disc. The rupture disc assembly is matched only to the 20K port. So there's no way to install a 20K cartridge into a port that has a 10K rupture disc. So from a safety perspective, you're making it safe as you can for the operator, and you're making it as safe as possible for the pump. You can't overpressurize this pump. Our rupture discs are all a very unique size. Our 10K is metaphorically this big. Our 20K is this big. Our 40K is this big, so you can't mix up the pressure discs, and none of them match US or Canadian currency. And we did that, of course, on purpose. So the final tightening with our torque tool, and like most of the pumps, we're torquing up to 500 foot-pounds with this wrench, and then we'll I think he's already got the 20K hose hooked up. Yes, we do. And then we'll fire the pump up. Something else of note that we do that not many people do. This is our 365. This pump is a triplex, 3 cylinders. We have our 465 horse and our 600 horse, which is a quintuplex, 5 cylinders. You'll see that inside as well. The very same cartridges that are on the fender right here are interchangeable with the quintuplex pump. So when you look to buy pressure cartridges, spare parts, packings, plungers, all the parts are interchangeable across our entire product line. 325 horse, 365, 465, and 600, everything is interchangeable, including the power end components, 100% interchangeable. So if I'm on a job site and I have a cartridge that needs replaced, I can actually pull a cartridge from a 600 horse and vice versa. The other nice thing about that is, from a safety and training perspective, our 325, our 420, 465, our 600, all the pumps are maintained exactly the same way. So when you learn one of our pumps, you learn all the pumps. Tightening up the plunger nuts right now, the last step in the conversion. And then we'll have it fired back up at 20,000 PSI. The internals of the cartridges are very similar to what you would see in many of the other pumps here today. It's an inline valve design, very simple to maintain. Of course, all the valves are lappable. We expect the valve seats and the valves to get life expectancies in the thousands of hours. Our packings are hand pressed and cut and manufactured in our own facility, so we have excellent quality control over that technology. And in addition, there's no way to mix the parts for the different pressure ranges because the bolt hole patterns are different from 4, 6, 8, 10, 15, 20, and 40K. So there's no way to interchange or mix up those parts. All right, the last plunger nut. Hose is connected, whip check installed. Ready to roll. So there you've seen it, complete conversion from 40,000 PSI down to 20,000 PSI, about 10 minutes, including all of my narration. So come see us inside. We have the entire line of brand new PSI products. If you want the technology, it's here. If you don't, you'd buy it like I would. Have a great day.